All right, so now we're going to do the contoured site. If you're using design options, just make sure you're in the main model. And if you're not using design options, you will be in the main model, so it doesn't really matter. So the first thing we're going to do is import a CAD drawing. If I go to architecture, or sorry, go to insert, and I'm going to link it this time. Generally, I like to link when I can because it just keeps it separate from the Revit file and it's easy to get rid of and replace. So I'm going to go to link CAD, and if you go to the zip file I gave you, you should have a sloped site drawing. I'm going to flip this back to preserve colors and then show you how you can change them once you get them in. It's going to bring them in with the CAD colors. It's a little easier to differentiate in the beginning, and we're going to delete it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So just pick that guy and click open, and it'll bring it in. And if you look at it in 3D, that's kind of what it looks like, right? And so first thing I want to do is orient it in the XY. And what I really want is for this guy to be facing this kind of corner over here. So really what I want is to come in here and rotate this guy 180 degrees. Now when it comes in origin to origin, there's a pin in it. And so this little pin, when you select it, you want to unclick it, will unpin it and pin it, so toggle, or you can unpin it up here. And then I'm going to rotate it. So pick the rotate, and it puts the rotation point in the center of the object. And so I'm just going to leave it there and left click and spin around 180 degrees and left click, right? And then basically I want to move this guy so it's kind of looking or getting closer to being over here. So if I go to move and I kind of move this over to here, right? If we look at it in 3D, right, basically what's happening is this is kind of getting closer to this little depression here. And so you can come in and, you know, just pick this, and I don't know if I want it quite in that, you know, little thing right there, but so I'll go ahead and leave it there. I think that's good enough. And then the next thing we want to do is orient it in the Z, because I want this guy to be coincident with this sort of flat area here. And that means, and I kind of set a finished floor using this sort of purple outline of another existing building. So I want to move it in the Z so that this topography is coincident, you know, this line is coincident with the finished floor. So to do that, I need to be in an elevation. So I'll just click on my site and go to south elevation. If I zoom in, you can see here's that purple line, and basically I want that purple line to be coincident with plan 1. So if I pick this and I go to move, I move it from the purple line down to there. You could also align it. So if I align with plan 1, the purple line, right? So either way. So now that the topography is aligned in the X, Y, and the Z. Okay. When we come back, we'll actually create the Toposolid.